Okay guys, so today we're going to try out the Anna Griffin Finishing School The Paper Shoes Craft Box. This is the first, the one you pick up if you want to do the auto ship. I don't know if the auto ship option is available anymore. When HSN presents it, it'll have like the first time that they show it, auto ship. Maybe they'll leave it open for a couple days, and then after that you can just pick up the box, but it won't be associated with the auto ship. So I'll link whatever is available in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I also have a new little thing with YouTube. You might see a little shopping bag here. I will say sometimes the YouTube, the shopping bag won't appear for whatever reason. So just description box if it's not there would be really great. You guys, I did a whole unboxing of this. I'll link that video in the description box so you can also see, I went through everything. Let me bring this guy out because I know it has a code there on the front for finishing school. So if you have that, just follow the instructions here to get into the finishing school. Sometimes people have issues with that. You can email Anna Griffin's people and they will iron it out for you. So no worries there. Just know that you're not the only one. So other people have issues getting in for whatever reason, even with the code. I went through this the other day, but we are definitely going to do this. I had mentioned that maybe I should make a box and put two shoes, like a pair of shoes, which would be really cute on top. But I think today we're going to do the one shoe. We'll come back and do a pair of shoes at a different time. But you have all the dies for the pleated trim. I mean, all this is so cute. I think that's really fun. She included parchment. Anyway, vellum is in there for you guys in the green and the white, but I have a whole other kit of vellum that's Anna Griffin type of vellum, so we can play with those colors too if you have that, or whatever you have in your stash, whatever other material you want to make that from. I think it'd be really cute. Okay, so again, we have the sole base, and they want you to do two of them, and I'm assuming you're going to sandwich something. Yeah, you're going to sandwich the ends of that. There. Kind of interesting because I suppose if you're just gluing this down, you probably don't need a second shoe base, but, because this is tucked around under it. It's not up above. I don't know how to explain that. So if you want to save yourself a little cardstock, you can probably don't have to do both pieces, but, it'd be nice to know it's there. So I'll definitely do that today. Maybe not with Anna paper, maybe with something less expensive on the back piece. That'd be good. But anyway. So we're going to cut two of those. You need your toe point, you need the heel, the pleated trim, and then whatever decorations you like. And then, of course, this kit comes with all kinds of stickers and really cool stuff that we had went through before. They're saying, you can put your sentiment sticker on the inside, maybe something on the outside. Lots of cute ways. You can make it a shaped shoe or a shaped card. Just putting that outer die, the sole base, on the edge of a slimline type of card base. So you can get that. And there we go. So, I love this one with the ribbon. That is so cute. They just kind of pleated it back and forth, basically, and then put it under that one piece there. You have the dies, but you also have the stickers. You don't have to pair these dies with the stickers. It can be its own thing, however you like to create that. So I'm super excited to get started on this one. And so that's what we'll do, right now. Let me see. So we don't need those. We're going to need these in a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to use this today, but those things can just be to the side. What I'm looking for are these guys. So that was the kind of inspo sheet that has your code, and then there's also this one, which is really nice. And that's interesting. I didn't even realize that last time. Did I open this one last time? Huh. So you have two sets, basically, in the kit. This one is exactly the same. Really pretty. I love the material on this one better than the other instruction, but basically showing you the same things, a little bit different ideas. I love this look of that one. And then they have little bows on the back. Basically this little guy is what it looks like they're putting on the back of the shoe. I know you can't see it really in these angles, but each one of the shoes has that on it. Like each one. It's just something cute to add. You can kind of see it hanging out on the back there. So we have the dies. I went through, like I said, this whole thing, so we're going to use the vellum. Let's go with green vellum. I haven't even chosen the color papers I'll use, but there you go. You have your card bases, so obviously we're going to cut into these, but we are going to have them available. Let's go with this guy. So it has the shoe. Why not? Okay. Really pretty. And then you have these papers, again, to help you, do your shoe base, the topper, whatever it is. I don't want to go green again. What if we do pink? And not a lot of this shoe is going to be showing, really. Once you cut into this, just this top part shows. And then you have the top piece that goes over it. So, are we going to mix and match a little bit? Maybe do pink on that. And I'm just using the papers from here. Obviously, I have tons of papers in my stash. Let's do the green. we're going to use this gold paper for sure in some capacity, some way. So let's put those back. Let's put this stuff back. Those are the colors I'm choosing, and then all the other decoration we can talk about when we get there. So let's put these guys all back in here. I'm going to pop this out, just one sheet, and put these things away, and I'll be right back. Oh, guys! When I showed you this, I just showed that it came with gold paper. It also has the silver. That's really good. I'm going to go with gold. But you do have that silver option in there also. That's nice. You know what? I've never really paid attention to that in the other sets. It might be something she's been doing, and I just didn't even open it to look at that. Okay, let me clear this space, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So we have these guys. Okay. Let's see. We need this guy. Like I said, sorry guys, I forgot what I was saying. My husband was coming in and I paused and I forgot. Anyway, we have this gonna be our base. I'm gonna use this pretty pink paper. Like, oh, it hurts my heart to cut that so pretty already. But that's okay. And you know, you can line it up center if you're trying to maybe save some space, because let's say you're gonna use like this one for the same color paper. You can probably just move that over, but then this is gonna be off centered. So if that bothers you, you know, something to think about. So I'm going to center it right there. Really the only part that's going to be showing is that back portion. You know, do as you wish. Yeah, this definitely does not fit at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do for that one. And then I'm also going to cut it out of like cream colored paper. Just again, a backing that's not this nice paper. It's not going to show anyway. So I'll use just some cream colored paper and run that through. I think I'll match this with the toe part, the back part, right? So we need two of those. We need one of these. I'm just going in steps. So I'm going to do this for the toe. So there you go. Again, can't really share this space with this guy, which is sort of a bummer. But you know, if you're using like a pattern like this with this guy, I would definitely just move it over and then also run it through. Then you'd have space for both things. But since this one really does have a center spot, I'm just going to run it through here. So there we go. This will be the tip, and I suppose I'm going to cut this from another piece, which again, you really don't see much of it. You see the side. I'm wondering if I should just go with like a cream color, even though it's kind of boring. You're not going to see a lot of it. What do you guys think? You know what? Let's do it. Let's run this through cream color. Just paper that I have in my stash. If you want to run it through like the gold paper, that's great, but it is one, you know, single-sided, so like you're gonna see the white side around this corner or on the outside, but I think I would leave it on the inside, facing inwards. Let's see, what else do I need right now? So one toe point, one heel, the pleated trim, which would be really fun. So I'm gonna take this guy and run it through. This vellum, you can get a couple of those on here. I'm assuming there's enough room for two, and then you have something. What if you did the heel? No, I don't know. Would that be weird to do the heel with the vellum? That'd be kind of cool. Something different to think about. It would be obviously translucent. Let's do the embellishments later. So right now I'm just going to run these bits through. None of them really need to do like the embossing or anything like that. I think once you run it through your machine, it'll be great. I did give you some measurements last time, but I will quickly... This guy isn't too long, obviously, but it is 3 3/4 inches wide about, so that's the widest that you're going to need a machine that can accommodate that, and I think this is thinner than that. Yeah, even at the widest point, this one's about 3 inches. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, well, I have stuff all over the place right now. Let's put that over there. Okay, we have these guys. I was going to mention, if you want to use the medallion, like on top, and maybe, you know, from the die set, or if you're going to do the sticker, but if you're going to do the die set, you can also get that cut from the shoe. At least that'll save you a little something. Like, let's say this is what you want, and you want it the same color as this guy or something. You can run this through at the same time, and you'll have this medallion that no one's ever going to see, because you don't see into the shoe there, you know? So, just something to think about if you're going to want to use that. Just another way to maximize your paper. And to be honest, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through just to get this piece. I know it's going to make it obviously a little thinner here when I go to work this part, but no one's going to see it. So I'm going to run that through and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I just ran that through right quick just to get that little medallion for later. And that way, you know, we already have that cut. And we can use our paper a little more wisely. Let me go ahead and pop these back on over here. We don't need them. Oh, that one's still in there. I didn't realize. There we go. And this guy. I did use, to cut these guys, my Spellbinders Platinum 6, so I did pass this one through with the rubber embossing mat, because the the little frill has an extra little embossing, and it didn't quite show up, so I went ahead and did that. So it's really like in here, and it might even cut holes through, so just know that it is super tight, like super tight. I can see it kind of tore a little bit. But this guy, we're going to just do a little of this guy. Now this is really, the vellum is almost like plastic, you guys. It's heavy duty stuff, so this is not as easy as you would think with that embossing that is so like nice and deep. But you are going to go ahead and go backwards and front, or back and back, however you like to do this, but we're going to go through the whole thing and just get ourselves an accordion fold on this guy. So just the whole way along. Yeah, it's not easy. It's very, very thick paper. So for whatever reason, on the one I bend back is the issue, and then forward is fine. But maybe I should turn the paper over so that way it's always forward, huh? Like forward, and then over here it'd be forward. There we go. And then I turn it back this way, it's forward. And I turn it back this way, it's forward. Yeah, for whatever reason, bending it back is problematic. Okay, I'm gonna go through and do the whole thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, got that. That was not super easy, I'm not gonna lie on that one. But again, it kind of tore a little bit because the way I had to emboss it. But next time, whenever I do the embossing like the other ones, I'm going to run it through my Hello Hobby machine. I like the way that works for these kind of dies. So, okay. I mean, they're basically going right to it. So here we're going to bend these guys back, obviously in the opposite direction than where your die was, unless you want to use that side. Obviously, you put the die on this side, right? They are double-sided papers. I am so excited to try all kinds of papers with this. Super cute. Okay. And basically, she's saying to glue them so that the nice sides obviously are facing each other, like up. And then this would be the wrong side. And you're going to glue them like this, right? I don't know if it gives it much space in between the two. Like if you start off here, how much space you actually have at the end. It's pretty tight, so that's interesting. Especially when you add in the frill, you're just going to pop it in there, I suppose. But yeah, that's the easy part. The other part that's going to be a little trickier is this guy. But again, I've done this so many times with like tonic die sets, it's very easy for me. But I'm going to turn this over, and if it's easier, I am going to use a faster setting glue. I would just, or even just run tape adhesive down here instead of each little bit. But I'm going to run it here. And the reason being I wouldn't mind using tape on this, because it's going to grab it really fast, is that you're going to sandwich it anyway. So, you know, a lot of times with dimensional things I like to use glue, because unless you rip it, nothing's going to happen. But we are sandwiching between two papers, so if you just wanted to use like your ATG or whatever kind of dry glues you like, runners, it'll hold on pretty quick. So I'm going to hold that down until I'm ready to hold down this other side. And again, I'm trying to see about how flat it is. It's pretty flat. I mean, when I go to glue this down, you have a little bit of space. There's a little space, I suppose, if you flex it. But it looks like it's meant to be pretty flat. So again, I'm just going to put glue up this other side. And hold these guys down. Kind of separate, so that way if it does have a little bit of space, I'm not really making it super flat. You see how it kind of pops up right there? So let's let it have that flexibility of popping up. So it gives you a little bit of space. Okay, I'm going to hold this down too, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm still kind of holding this down. I am going to use, I think, an ATG on this backside because I do want this to hold pretty quickly. We are going to sandwich it, so, you know, it's fine. I'm just holding this for a few more seconds because I can tell it wanted to come up still. I did the accordion already just to have it ready, but they are saying to put the adhesive on the strip when it's flat like that, and then do your accordion folding, so that's something to think about. I'll probably glue mine in, so I'm not too concerned. But again, you can also flatten it back out, right, if you really need to. So it really holds. Like this stuff, like when I stretch it out. If I bring it in, it really stays that way. Again, because of the nature of the paper there. Okay, so it does have a little bit of roundness. Not really. I mean, you know me, I like things to have a little more dimension. I'd probably try to round this a little bit more just to make it look a little more lifelike. Same thing with this topper bit. I would try to get this rounded as much as I can, and then when I add this decorative piece, you can also kind of round it. Something to think about. Okay, so with this guy, this is the nice side, and this is the rough cut side. I guess that's another thing to think about. I don't know. It's just fold the heel along the score lines, add adhesive to the tabs. Adhere the heel's tabs to the back of the sole face down. I think I'm going to put the rough cut side facing in. I know it doesn't look great, but I'd rather it be like this on the outer portion than the outside having like these little lines from like my cutting plate, you know? Okay. And I'm going to kind of guide this a little bit right now because there is a straight line there that you need to score on, but it's not super easy when you have a bunch of little tabs. So kind of did it one way, and now I'm going to come back and just make sure I'm scoring those pretty well in this other direction, or just up in the air. Okay. Not too bad. And maybe we can really make those nice and slick if you want to use a scoring tool. If you want to make them really straight. But there we go. Oh, no. Squish that one a little too early. I wanted to go right to the edge. There we go. Okay. Now this guy is going to be, I'm going to bring these back out. And it's pretty malleable or very pliable there. I mean, you can kind of round it, but it's not difficult. And I wanted to see, does she show kind of where you start and end? Not really. It's kind of at the curve there. I want to have an idea of where I should start gluing this so that I don't end up too short on the other side. So see how it would have been crooked? Okay, so let's move that up a little bit and down a little bit here. Okay. Alright, so like right in here. I'm still going to give it a go in just a minute, but I am going to, like I said, use like my ATG or something to hold it quickly, and then we're going to put our other bit on top to sandwich it, and that should hold it forever. Alright, there we go. I don't even know if that's close enough to the edge. Let's get it a little bit more. Just in case. Okay. And I'm not going to squish it quite yet, but I think it was like right in here somewhere. Let's see. Nope, see? A little bit further up on that one. And that should be okay. So I'm going to start nestling it right up against the edge. And you know, with this kind of glue, it's pretty much going to hold it when you place it. So you really want to make sure, I'm kind of looking at this side better than the other side. See where everything's coming in, and then I'm squishing it as I come around. Right? I don't know if I've ever used a dry glue for you guys to do anything really anymore. There you go. And look at that. It held it that quickly, and then now I'm going to make sure that everything's good. I tell you guys, I have shoes just like this back in the day, like in the early 2000s, maybe the 90s. They were all leather. And I want to say they're probably from like India or something. Really cute. You can probably still find shoes like them, and I love them. They were all leather on the base, all leather everywhere. Like pretty designs. Anyhow, okay, so now we're going to glue these guys together. So, you know, I am going to use a wet glue because I prefer that. So I'm going to be patient and let that sit up. I'm going to put a little glue there. Also here. Also all along the very edge, of course. That's the most important. And all in here. And then this is the nice shoe. You're not going to see it. If you want to put it with the nice side facing down, just so that the edge of it is facing down, and you can maybe see that, sure. Or put the rough side facing down. It doesn't matter. It's at the very base. You're never going to see it. And again, you probably don't even have to do this. If you were to glue this shoe right to your card base, that's what's going to help you hold it all together anyway, right? These tabs. So just something to think about if you want to save some paper. Turn that over. And I'm just going to make sure that this is one piece. So I'm just going to keep kind of rubbing in here. Maybe using my hand. What I'm going to do for this part, because it is pretty thin, and I don't want to squish it because it does have a little bit of roundness, is just kind of push on the sides here to make sure those guys are adhering to each other. Okay, and I'll be right back, but we have our basic shoe here. I will say the trickiest part to keep this flat is here, so I kind of put it up to the side and I would focus on one edge, just like really push that down, and then tip it over to the other side and really focus on this edge. And I think that's probably the best way to do that, because otherwise if I was just focusing in the whole thing, it kept coming up from the side on both these. So I'm just again focusing on one side and then just kind of put it on the other side and really just flatten that out, because there is again a little bit, I mean just a little small amount of rounding here. I can probably get this in here now and kind of give it a zhuzh if you would like. make it look a little more dimensional. Okay, and then this guy's supposed to pop in now, and then you do all your decorations. Of course, she had said to put the tape on there. I didn't do that yet. I just want to see how far or where this actually goes. In here, I'm just going to tuck it in before I add anything. Okay, so we're going to want to make this look more ideal before you get it going. Something like that. And I'm just going to spread glue all in here. Just all in there. Yeah, the backside's good enough. So I kind of put it so that the glue was on the sole of the shoe. Oh, my mat moved here on me. Let me get a little bit closer. It's nice having that high vantage angle, but I've been forgetting about that. Okay, so let's pop this guy in here and kind of spread it out a little bit. This thing is very interesting because the material is just really rigid. Okay. Like there. They have it kind of a little bit further out. I don't know, I want it to be a little straighter. Maybe bring some of this over here. And that way. There we go. So I kind of just arranged it a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up a little bit. It doesn't really, I mean, we can kind of move on if we wanted to. What I'm gonna do while that sits there, maybe put this on top of it so that the glue is touching. Let's look at these pieces. So I already have a medallion. We have all of these gorgeous pieces. Again, I mean, just this whole thing could be like your sentiment, right? Could be the little buckle. We have all these pretty things. We have the dies. I just want to see what all is in here. Let's get these guys out. So many pretty things. I mean, look at this. Oh, well, I put my shoe to the side, but lots of cute things. Again, you have your dies. I think what I'll probably do is run, where is it? The medallion through my gold paper that I haven't used yet. So like this one. Oh, and then that front one too. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna use what's in the kit, but I would definitely bring in some of my own papers. But I'll run that guy through. And then the whole tip of the shoe can also be something cute. Again, you don't have to put anything extra. That shoe looks really awesome. What is this other piece over here? What do we have here? Hold on. Oh, yeah. So you have this piece too. Okay, so let's go gold and gold with those guys. Like I said, I was trying to use what's in the kit, but I guess I could bring the green back. You definitely have enough room to cut out two of these guys on one piece, so that's a good way of preserving your paper too. I guess I'll just run this through, just have that green back through. So I'll run this through here and have that piece, and I'll be right back. Again, whatever you use for embossing, because it's definitely you want it to be embossed. Oh, sorry. One more thing while I'm out there. I'm going to cut this guy too. The little bow that goes in the back of your shoe. So I'm going to cut it out twice from gold paper. That way I'm going to layer them so it looks nice in the front and the back. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just ran it through everything at the same time. These are so cute. I love this buckle. Actually, I wanted to use this. I don't think it's going to work today because I think once I use this medallion, it's not really going to work out. But okay, so all right, here we go. We have these guys. Of course, I need to cut out one more bow, and it's really pretty. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, so let's see what we have here. Again, our shoe, if it's going to be flat there, it needs to be rounded here. Very cool. And you know, I just flexed it and it kind of leaves the space. So maybe you want to glue the frill to this front part. I don't know. We're going to cover a lot of that up anyhow. So there we go. Again, do you want these to have dimensions in between them? Just glue them down flat, whatever it is that you like. So we're going to glue that to that and this one to this one. Let's get my fine tip glue. Again, it's going to be popped up on there. It doesn't have to be super flat, but I am going to use the stickers, so I'm just going to put a little glue there. It doesn't have to be all over. In fact, I think I like that better because it's just kind of more flouncy. And it does have a little bit of a notching wherever these little areas are, so I'm kind of paying attention to that on that one. This guy I'm just going to glue straight down. And again, doesn't have to be completely flat, maybe up to here. That'll have some of its own little movement, you know, in the front. And like I had mentioned, we can also kind of cup this a little bit. You can also stick it down, popped up a little bit. It doesn't have to be right on the shoe. It can be up a little bit. Whatever you like. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put a... Oh, you know what? I didn't put something in the front, but we have other pretty things here that maybe we can pop in there. They basically have a die that repeats this little kind of area. Let's see. Okay. Guess I'm going to glue this one straight down. On here. And I'm just kind of eyeballing where that might be. And you can also do this while it's on your card base. I'm going to hold that down for a second. Then I'm going to glue these two guys back to back. They're perfectly symmetrical. So just a little glue here. And then this guy. And hold those together. Our little bow that's going to be in the back of the shoe. And I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm just kind of holding this in my hand to make sure it has that area there. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this to my card base. Now, I mean, we can put it something cute like that. It doesn't have to be straight up and down. Do you have flourishes or other like little curly cute kind of things you might want to tuck behind it? Definitely go for it. I might grab some because I feel like it's a little plain, but there aren't any of those in here. I mean, you can put other things that are in here, I suppose, if you wanted to. I don't know. Oh, there are little flowers. That's cute. Just something to take up a little more space. So yeah, let's go ahead and put that. I'm just going to glue it for now because I don't have patience at the moment to take the little carriers off. That's cute. Okay. Maybe a little something else down here. I can't tell if those are facing the right way. You know, sometimes she has them facing opposite ways, so you can do something like this, right? But maybe that way? Is that the one? I think that's the one for that. Okay. So, some cute little flowers, again, just from the kit. Trying to stick with what's in the kit for this. And then again, flat, you want to put it up a little bit. You can definitely put dimensional stickers under there if you want to give it a little, you know, a little something more. But for now, I'm going to just glue this guy down. Again, it is kind of curved because the curvature's on the top. So that's kind of why I wanted to stick this down now, so I can press this along with that all together down this little area here. So the back side is no problem. It'll just hold down flat. This guy is the one that you're going to kind of want to work with. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, guys, I will say it has a bit of dimension I wasn't not expecting, again, because of the way that it's flat or not. So I did put glue. I would say put glue more towards the center of the bottom of the shoe, because if I really try to flatten this out, it's going to pick up the card base. So instead, let the texture be just on the shoe base and let this do its own thing. So in the back, it's completely secure. Here, I haven't completely secured it yet, but I'm just going to wait for that to set up a little bit. I'm going to get some dimensionals on this guy because I do want this up a little bit just to give us some of that. And then we're going to glue this guy on the back and finish up. Okay, guys, so I have some dimensionals on here. I don't know if it matters how this faces, but I'm going to put it like here. Just, you know, obviously you can place it wherever you like. I think that looks good. Give that a squish. And then we're going to see about our decorations. I'm pretty much using gold, so I'll probably stick with that. Ooh, look at this one. Very fancy. That's interesting. It covers up a lot of what we did, though, in the background, but it's very pretty. And we can put a little brooch. Ooh, look at that one. It covers up a little bit, but it has green back in it. That's cute. Maybe like that. And I'm going to use the thicker glue on this one. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. And like I said, you have other bits that we can definitely use, like in the front if you want something like that. I mean, there's this cool guy. I don't know. I feel like it's more this one. And that's just another decoration, but I have that already, so I feel like... Is that kind of plain? I feel like it's done. You guys already know I like less is more. I feel like that shoe is done, but I do feel like I maybe need something here. Let's see. Maybe we do put it. Maybe we do use it. Sure, why not? Okay, so I'm just going to glue it. Again, these are stickers. You can just take the backings off of them. And I am so sorry about the lighting. It has changed all day because it's storming. It's sunny. Back to drizzle. Okay, maybe it's sunny again and the storm came back. Like, it's been so crazy here. I love this. I really do, guys. I think this is a lot of fun. I know it wasn't for everybody. I had seen lots of comments about, you know, we talked about it on craft day, what people were thinking, but I really am glad to have it. I'm just going to bow this a little bit and glue it there. Or should I glue it in like that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Again. So I'm just going to hold on to that. This is, when I measured it with the die and the haul video, it's 1/2 inch tall, guys. So definitely box it up, you know, if you have a box envelope. Whatever you like to put on. That's kind of why I wanted to put it on top of a box, because I thought it's very cute, because it's so dimensional. You have a box, obviously, it's a gift box or whatever. It'd be really cute on top of. But let me let that set up, and then we're just going to finish with a sentiment. Okay, guys, I had just seen this one. I was wondering if it was stuck together. If, you know, sometimes 2 stickers will stick together, but look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I mean, it would look really cute there, too. Lots of ways to decorate. So I love that it has the flowers. Honestly, I didn't even notice them before. I just saw a bunch of these kind of things. Look at this brooch kind of thing, or like a clasp, and then you can run the ribbon through here, the ribbon that comes in the kit, or your own ribbon. So pretty. I mean, there are just tons of silver things, these medallions. They're so pretty. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Okay. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in here, guys. I mean, I didn't even scratch the surface. Look at this one. Crazy. You are just my style. Time to click your heels. That's cute. Wishing you a happy birthday. We make a fabulous pair. And if the shoe fits, wear it. You know what? Let's do that one. And I'm just going to glue this down. And Miranda's going to love this. And honestly, if I decide I want to put this on a box, you know what I'm going to do is just cut the back of the card off. Actually, these, I was just going to say, these came with sentiments in them already. So happy birthday, Queen is what this one says. Really cute. I'm doing a sticker that's just kind of like an everyday. Definitely check that out. But if I end up putting this on a box top, I'm just going to open this up and just cut this piece off and then put it on top of my box. And we're good to go. Another reason I chose this one, honestly, is because of the green, to bring some green back. But there it is. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up and we'll take a look. This is my card. I think these are really cool, honestly. I mean, pretty easy to put together. Again, you do have to, you know, go around the edges. Using a dry glue really helped because it grabbed it in 2 seconds, and then you just put that piece on the back. Or again, just glue it right to your card base. But I did do what they said, and so here we are. I mean, that is really cool. I'm super happy with it. Lots of cute designs. I hope she sells these guys separately. If that's the case, I'll have them in the description box already, because sometimes I'll mention that and then I'll say, oh, they do have them there. So I'm always updating the links as I can, as I recall to do that, and even if it's a week later or 2 or however. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had fun with it. If you received this, if you picked it up, let me know what you think of it, if you've had the chance to play with it yet. And oh my gosh, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll have images come up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.